Well, I'm out there making it one last great day of 2018. Kind of hanging out here by the pool. And here where I live, there's nobody in the pool, and it's in the mid-80s. It is pool weather the last few days here of 2018. We're getting ready to go and start a brand new year. We've been up with this channel 2 years now. Hard to believe it's been that long. Went to a lot of fun places this year. I can't possibly show them all, no way. Several places that I enjoyed going to, several places that I've went back to. We're going to show you a series of clips now, some of the funny moments, and I do make the funny comments at times. And we're going to watch those now. And I remember starting out beginning of 2018 in January with my old buddy Splorin at the Citrus Parade in Orlando. Wasn't able to make that this time, but that's where the clips are going to start, and then from there they just kind of, you know, gets creepier and creepier as we have different people show up. Everybody from Jeb Stuart Duke, Chris Hensel, who played Jeb Stuart Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard, he showed up and in a couple videos and couldn't get rid of him. And Tampa J hanged out with me several times, and Gigi, and it's been fun. I'm already sweating. I'm wiping sweat from me, and it has been a pretty good year, to say the least, on videos and locations we've went. Watch some of these clips now, and then I want to talk at the end about my thoughts and some things that's happened recently during the holidays and this past year. And it's coming at you right now. Brian, we're at the Citrus Parade, still watching this.
We are.
I have to ask you, what is your favorite type of citrus?
Probably the lime I'd go with.
I will go with the navel orange, but if I had to use citrus as a weapon, I would use a grapefruit. There's some rocks. Maybe we're in bedrock. Ooh, no, here's some minions. These minions, they've went to pot, that's for sure. And they have some big fish. Those are some big fish in there for sure. I think they check you before you come in, probably, to make sure you don't have a rod and reel. And it is always good when you're out in the middle of the jungle or sunken gardens to know where the restroom is located, because when you're in the jungle, I think they want you to use their restrooms here. And I've been to some car shows before, and I always tend to find the Ted Bundy car. This was the same color Ted Bundy had his little bug. Well, here is yet another Volkswagen van, and I'm not sure if these are the guys from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or not, but they've been here a long time, and they're not going anywhere. Oh, I'm out there making it another great day, and today I'm at Circus City Architectural Salvage.
Yay!
And I can't get rid of this guy. This is my friend Chris Hensel, who played Jeb Stuart Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard.
You gotta see this.
What did you say you found back here, Chris?
An antique town car. Clown car.
Quit being a clown and tell it straight. There is a whole strip of shops and eating establishments down through here, and there's some roofers up on the roof up there. I was getting ready to tell them and yell at them and say, jump, jump, but I figured I might not, because people are not too bright these days and they might take me up on it. Well, on my way down to the beach, I have discovered Clark the Juggler, clarkthejuggler.com. If you're interested, pretty interesting. Here is a big gigantic bull. Makes me want a steak, possibly. I don't think we're at the Country Bear Jamboree. It does kind of look like it with all of the heads on the wall here. Then here's some, could it be Rudolph? I'm not sure. And I have found a whole patch of statues of little, that's what they say, demon children. If you don't have some demon children of your own at home, you can get some right here at the Dysfunctional Grace Art Company. This little guy here, he looks like an Ewok to me. He's jerking his head and all kinds of stuff. Maybe he's wanting some attention or some food. He's just going nuts. And way back here in the back, I see these big tall pines. And I don't know if I go further enough into the woods, we might run into Bigfoot. You never know. I'm starting to feel a little bit like my old buddy Rick Hurst, who played Cletus on the Dukes of Hazzard. I remember one time he was out chasing the Dukes and he just didn't know where he was going, and he stopped and he said, "Boss, Roscoe, did y'all send somebody out here to get me? I'm lost." I do feel that way right now. Feeling a little lost because these paths are going in all different directions, and I keep taking one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be making it back to the front. They even have Barbie and Ken. Remember that time they performed on the Grand Ole Opry? And yeah, me, I don't either. Here is the Paradise Hut. It just says Paradise, and I think they're closed for business. They even have doors. Need a door? They've got some doors here. Not the music group. Well, I shudder to think that they have shutters here, but they've got shutters. They got everything. They have a very interesting male mermaid here, and he's all in gold. He must be the lifeguard here on duty for this fountain over here that's got nobody in it. Here's some ship's portholes. Just waiting for Popeye to pop up out of those. I found another person laying here on the ground here at the Sea Hag. He's kind of stoned. Me and Gigi is headed to the snake pit. We're going to the snake pit, snakes of Florida, and as long as they're not loose, I'm good.
I don't see any, unless it's under something.
Right there on the floor, Gigi.
Oh my God, Scott!
Gigi, do you want to pet him?
No, I don't.
You sure you don't want to pet him?
No. It gives me the...
Can you imagine waking up and finding that in your bathtub?
I would shit myself. Literally.
Do you have to use such language?
Yes, I do. Hooked on phonics.
As you can see how big this room is. It's on two different sides. And there's several albino alligators here to look at. And we're the only ones who seems to be interested in these today.
This is gorgeous. I'm like, I'm taking seriously about a handbag made out of a white alligator. Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking lunch now. All I can say is, oh my goodness, this is a baby back rib meal with two sides, and these sides are pretty big. I got the baked beans and the coleslaw. It comes with the dinner roll. Out in front of their parking lot, in front of their restaurant, is a big long limo, like a big long foot-long hot dog, and it says right on the car, "Eat where Elvis ate," and we're going to go eat where Elvis ate. I'm checking out this hot dog of a limo. Even I have a big dolphin out here next to a big butterfly. No, Dolly Parton is not part of this restaurant, but Marilyn Monroe did eat here. Well, what do you know? They even have a fire hydrant out here for your pet. I'm assuming this is their restroom. I'm not sure. This is an interesting restroom, I'm told. I've been in several interesting restrooms, but this restroom has a disco ball in it. How cool is that? These are some very interesting sculptures here. I've been talking to the artist, and I'm not sure if these are both hot or cold, according to what mood she's in, I guess. And this here sculpture, it comes with its own on-off switch. So if she's getting on your nerves, just flip it off. Even the backside of these sculptures are quite interesting. Talk about some hot buns right there. Concrete is going up, and that's something I don't know nothing about, is construction. This dude here be looking like something out of the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre for sure. I get the feeling like I'm on a game show, like maybe Let's Make a Deal or Price is Right, because this is now door number 3. And we are going to go inside and see what's behind door number 3. Is it a new car? No, it is a skeleton pirate. This is called the train wreck, and got some eggs on it and hash browns, and I don't know what all's in this. I think there's a biscuit in here someplace. There's a big biscuit down underneath. I have Tampa J with me.
Hey guys, what's going on?
We're both so excited to be here at this place.
So excited.
Unbelievable. I can't believe they let us two jokers in here, but two clowns. Well, we are just inside the International Independent Showman's Museum, me and Tampa J, and they have the oldest Ferris wheel in America, made in 1903. Well, I have sent Jay into the public relations department because we're kind of upset they can't get no popcorn. Did you go in there and make the complaint with with management?
Don't worry, they said I can stay.
Well, they need to get the popcorn going. From looking at these, they too look like cone heads, don't they? I think there's gonna be some party hats for sure, but just to get on track on what I'm talking about and what we're looking at here, I think these are safety construction cones. This here is the outside of the historic Richloam General Store, which started out also as a post office back in 1922 here in Hernando County, Florida. And it is off the beaten path for sure. It is down an old country road, and as you can see from this direction, and if you look back this direction, you also see almost looks like Hazzard County. Here's a dirt road going that way. Here they have an original jail cell from the Tampa City Jail. It was used from 1961 to the 1980s, and don't want to get locked up in here. They have an old desk here at the front as you come in, and like the little one-room schoolhouses, and I've seen some old classic books here. Here's Billy Bunny. Here's something about a toy horse, and it's supposed to be a wipe-off book, and oh my goodness, some little kid needed to get his butt whooped. I'm just shell-shocked here at this. I don't know what you would do with that. We put it on the wall and shell-shock everybody else. Why I placed my order here at Detroit Coney Island, and it says this bud's for you, but this big boy sandwich is going to be for me, and my little big boy bank, we're waiting on that burger. Da 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 da! Here it is.
Even have the big boy.
Here it is, the big boy sandwich.
Okay, it's a wrap here at the Humanitarian Film Festival.
I really appreciate you inviting me down here. I was super excited, no pun intended. You have your super burger there?
Super burger.
Super burger for old superhero. Let me look at that burger there. Have you ever seen a zebra dolphin? Well, now you have. And these here boats back here look a little tubular to me. This one here is coming along real nicely. He's almost done with Hannibal Lecter. Ooh. Right for Halloween, Hannibal Lecter. Look at those eyes. I am not sure if this is some kind of a military thing. It's got dials on it. I'm not sure. It says bust open, and that is the bus. So the button there says bust open. I'm not even touching that. Well, they call this place the Vintage Roost, and here's the head rooster right here, right in the middle of the Vintage Roost, I guess. Well, I must say, a little disappointed there wasn't more pie here. It's a pie festival. You need to improve on that. I usually don't do bad reviews, but this one should have stayed home. But it was fun. They had some pies here. We are right here in the heart of the Seafood Festival, and we have came upon this amazing sight for eyes to behold. Here is all this food. Kind of interesting soda here. I've never heard of this one, I don't think. Kickapoo Joy Juice. It's a citrus flavored thing. Very interesting. Tampa J is back here doing his intro for his video. Should I go back there and photobomb him? That would be pretty fun. Yeah, we could throw a snowball at him. Well, that was several clips from moments from 2018. We went to a lot of places, seen a lot of stuff, and here it is, the last day of 2018, and I'm by the pool. No one's taken the offer up being in the mid 80s. It's pretty warm, and I'm surprised there's nobody out here hopping in this pool. Normally there are, but I know northerners up north are praying for summer and hoping and wishing summer would hurry back up. Here in Florida, we're just hoping it stays above 70 degrees which it has the last 4 or 5 days. It's been in the 80s. So going into 2019 in the 80s. I try to stay positive on this channel. I don't like to bring up negativity or anything, but I've talked about this before. I had some classmates earlier in the year that have passed away, and that always gets me. And think of these people, and to just one moment they're there and then they're gone. And we lost some celebrities, too many to mention. A couple that do stand out is Stan Lee and Burt Reynolds and Penny Marshall here just recently. Burt, probably the biggest loss celebrity-wise this year. He did work with Sonny on some films. Well, Sonny actually worked with him on some films. They were good friends, and he was good friends with Jimmy Best, who has since passed away about 3 years ago. But here at Christmas time, it's really bad to lose someone at Christmas. I know. I lost my mother 21 years ago, right before Christmas, and this past February it'd be 25 years that I'd lost my dad. One of the gentlemen, his name's Roger. He started out with me in television. He was at the station that I first started at in 1988. We used to go shoot movie segments for a character he created called the Movie Maniac. And this past Saturday, on December 22nd, Roger had a massive stroke, sent to the hospital. He had bleeding in the brain. He was on a ventilator, and they decided on Christmas Day to pull the plug. And I'm still kind of in shock that he's gone. He was a very, very kind individual, very creative, very funny. I always remember Roger and some of the things that we shot when he was teaching us then 19-year-old kid broadcasting, and I've been at that ever since. And thank you so much, Roger, and definitely rest in peace. And won't be a day go by that I sometimes might think of you. I think of Roger when I'm shooting some of these videos, because he would comment on the fly, and I comment as I see them. And that's just how I do these videos, and they're always fun. But there's a lot of rude people in the world, and try to get by that. It's hard. It's rough. I run into them all the time, and I try to be nice to everybody. Even when I was at Disney, I ran into rude individuals. Some of these holiday events, really, really obnoxiously rude people. And I didn't say anything. I just stood there. So just kind of have to overlook them. I wish everyone could have the spirit of what we just celebrated Christmas all year long. Be kind to one another. Do something for somebody that you might not normally do. It might make their day. Try to keep in touch with people as best as possible. I do have a hard time keeping in touch with people sometimes, and because you never know what's going to happen. They could be gone tomorrow, and you didn't contact them, you didn't call them, you didn't text them. Even just a small text of hey, how you been? How you doing? Something brief. We all get busy. We live in a hurry-up world these days. I know so many people is one of the reasons that I don't tend to get a hold of a lot of people sometimes, and it's hard. Try to do that. We've only had maybe 5 places out of here's more negativity, and I don't like negativity at all, but only about 5 businesses over the 2-year run of this shooting videos have told me absolutely no, you can't do a video. Most were rude. 4 was last year in 2017. One of those businesses has since went out of business. I've only had 1 this year, but that won't stop me. That will not deter me from going and finding new locations and finding new things for you to see and for me to go enjoy and check out. They won't break my spirit on that. That's pretty good, only 5. in a 2-year time span with over 200 and almost 280 some videos. That's not too bad. I just keep moving on, and like Sonny Schroyer always has told me when I first started booking appearances for him, he said, you're going to get 10 no's before you get a yes. And I guess he kind of conditioned me for rejection, because I did get a lot of no's when they say they don't want to book his appearance. And I was a very young kid at the time when I started doing that 27 years ago. And so now when somebody tells me no, I was like, there's thousands of other businesses I can go take advantage of. And the one I had this year, which was recent, had just opened, brand new business. Why they didn't want a new video, I don't know. Their excuse was they were working on a lot of advertising. And I'm like, well, this is free. They first agreed, and then they came back and said, no, we don't want to have anything to do with this. We do not want this. We are not interested, period. I'm like, okay, good luck. You know, that's all I can say is good luck. I can't show you these places, and I'm not going to mention these places, but like I said, one of the 5 is out of business, and it happens. Some people don't want to be discovered. They don't want you to know their business is there. I don't know why, but majority, 99.9% of the places I go and the people I talk to jump at the chance for a free video, for free promotion, for free advertising. And I think some of them get a little leery that it's YouTube, and then they hear these negative things on YouTube and stuff going viral, and somebody did something bad and they're going to be shown in a bad light. Well, that is not my intention at all. And I'm going to keep going out there, showing you local stuff, local businesses. We're going to go back to the theme parks. I always like to go into Disney. I don't do it as much. I throw it in there and go over and have a great day. So I'm not overly saturated with just theme park videos. So I'm going to kind of keep it on that path right now and do some more food reviews. I did a lot of eating this year, and I plan to do more eating in 2019. It's going to be fun. I've got a big trip coming up at the end of January. It's going to be epic. There's going to be at least 2 videos, possibly 3 videos, but this is going to be the event of the year for 2019, and I'm excited about it. It's going to take me all the way out of the state of Florida up into Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee. Going to Nashville. I will say that. Some people know, not many, where I'm going. Do not comment if you know. But it's going to be a fun time with some old friends in Nashville, indeed. That's coming very soon here on the Tourist Trap. Keep going out there, making it a great day, make it a great 2019, because you deserve it.